Hi everyone, Cinexet here. I've connected Voyo V3 to my TV and I will perform some tests on the device. This is a Intel Atom x7-Z8700 processor with 4 GB RAM on a 128 GB SSD. Alright, let's start a few applications. Microsoft Edge, Thunderbird, GIMP and LibreOffice. Okay, everything is loaded more or less, except GIMP that takes a little longer. On my computer, loading all 4 applications on my main computer, it would take about 10 seconds. Here I guess it took maybe 30 seconds, not too bad. So let's see the performance in GIMP, uploading some filters. Takes a few seconds. Okay, and then I open document in LibreOffice, check emails, feed, and it's going quite nicely. I will insert the image I've just done here in this document. Oh no, not this one. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's do with this one. And save. So yes, I'm running multiple windows and everything is working quite fine. Oh yes, I installed Firefox, but for the demo I will use Microsoft Edge. So I will check multiple tabs now. Okay, it's a little sluggish. Maybe I have too many things open. I will close Firefox. And I will check the thermal throttling status. Using hardware info application. Okay, so for some reason here they say it does never happen, but you can see if the temperature is correct here, it's quite high. So let's monitor this while we play with the web browser and open multiple tabs. Yes, there is no Ethernet on with this device and it only supports 802.11n. and single band. There is no dual band finally. As you can see here, normally I have 3 SSID, 2 at 2.5 GHz and 1 at 5 GHz, and it does not show. Okay, let's try scrolling. It's not too bad. Okay, let's go full screen. And now I load the larger page. Yeah, we've got a not responding here, but it's loaded. And now I cannot scroll. Okay, it's back. So it's working. Okay, so now let's go to YouTube. Check 1080p video playback. And make sure I'm in Edge, yes. I will close Firefox again. Now let's play this video. Let's click again. It seems a little sluggish now. Yeah. They don't indicate thermal throttling, but you can see the processor is not truly running at full speed and it feels a little sluggish, and the temperature is high. Okay, let's go 1080p. If you use Google Chrome or Firefox, they will use VP9 by default, so it's a little more challenging. Now I'm going to try a flash game. Okay. The system is struggling at times. Let's check the memory usage. Seems to be okay. I'm using a lot of memory, of course. So close some windows. To free up a little memory, just in case. Okay. So, flash is not always fast, but that's not too bad, let's say. Could be better though. Okay, now let's close all this and let's play a game. I will play Asphalt 8. Damn it. Okay, so okay. And in case I didn't say, I'm using 1080p 60 Hz output. This is input from a AV receiver, so output from the computer. So let's try to play. Go full screen. So it's playable, it's okay. I think it's a little better than the other Intel platforms I tried. I only tried Cherry Trail and Betrol. So, yeah. That's what we've got with this game. Now I'm going to switch to 4K resolution. Somebody just told me, he read somewhere it was HDMI 2.0. But that's a mistake, because the low-cost Intel platform only supports 4K at up to 30 Hz via HDMI 1.4, unless they use some external hardware maybe. So let's apply. I'm happy about this. Just double check. Okay, 4K at 30 Hz. Now I'm going to reboot the computer. Okay, the reboot is complete. It only took 30 minutes because Windows decided it was a very good time to update itself. But I digress. Let's start Kodi. Kodi 16 RC3. So let's go to system info to show you I am not lying. Kodi 16 RC3, screen resolution 1080p 60 at 30 Hz on its Windows 10. Okay, so let's try to play some videos. Let's start with 1080p. So it's working nicely. You can see this is 25 Hz, 25 frames per second. and the output resolution changed to 25 Hz. So automatic frame rate switching is working, as well as 1080p video decoding. Let's try H.265. It didn't work on NGC1. What was that? So what do we have here? This hardware decoding. CPU usage is under control. And it's playing okay. Double check video output, 24 Hz. Perfect. So now let's try something more difficult. 4K videos. H.265. Looks all good, and hardware decoding. Very nice. H.264 at 30 frames per second. So I press enter and nothing happens. That's awesome. Okay, the poor thing just hanged, so I had to turn it off and turn it on again. I will not give up. I want to see Big Bug Bunny in 4K resolution. DXVA2 means this is hardware decoding. Audio is okay, and I have enabled pass-through, and you can see Dolby Digital 5.1 is working fine. So that's pretty good. 60 frames per second will not work. Let's try BT 2020 video. Audio only. Ah no. So I think this one is 10-bit maybe. Yeah. So this is a switch to software decode. So if I use another 10-bit video like this one, (10-bit H.265), yes. I'll try 10-bit H.264 later. So this is also struggling, so you cannot play 10-bit videos, but this is normal, the processor does not support it. This one is 4K H.265 and 10-bit H.264, and you can see artifacts and software decode. So there are some limitations. VP9 will not work, but standard H.265 and H.264 at 30 frames per second at 4K resolution is working pretty well. But of course there are some limitations. Let's try some other audio pass-through. So we've seen Dolby Digital 5.1 is working. Let's try True HD. And True HD does not work. It has switched to PCM. And DTS HDMA at 7.1. This is also DTS 5.1. So that's all I wanted to show you. And the device is not too bad. It has some limitations. It will CPU will throttle a bit sometimes, but overall for the price, I think it's pretty good deal. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye bye.